The definition of culture.
Here's the definition of culture: the arts and other manifestations of human intellectual achievement regarded collectively.
Regarded collectively, right? So when you read the other meanings, it says the customs, arts, social institutions, and achievements of a particular nation, people, or other social group. The achievements of a particular nation, people, or other social groups, right? So I want to start with there first. Black culture, right? Soul music, jazz, rhythm and blues, certain dress codes, certain styles, even though we utilize European dress code, even though we utilize European clothing, the way black people put it together switched the whole demographics of fashion, right? A lot of food that's served in a lot of five-star restaurants was food that slaves used to eat. Lobster, any type of food you could think of that's high priced in the restaurants, it derived from black slave culture, right? And you can ask chefs. I worked in a lot of restaurants. You know, you can ask any chef who know his shit. They'll tell you, yeah, a lot of dishes came from black culture because we made the best out of nothing. We took scraps and made it into something. Where am I going with this? This post is not about blackness. What this post is about is black people need to preserve themselves culturally, ethic-wise, sociably, psychologically, spiritually, and etc. There was a movie with black cowboys that Jay-Z was on the soundtrack of. That movie was loosely based on black cowboys, but there was a time when black people, the Geechee Gulas and everybody in the South, we had our own language, and it wasn't an African dialect. It was like a French mixed with something else, and it was a few different dialects mixed, but we had our own language. I don't know why a lot of our grandmothers didn't pass it down to us. Our grandparents didn't, our forefathers didn't pass it down to us, but they were speaking it in the 1800s, 1700s. Some were speaking it up as early as the 1900s, early 1900s. Where I'm going with this is this. I'm seeing a lot of black people like, oh, Russia can't beat America, China can't beat America, oh, America will never lose, boom, 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 boom. Vladimir Putin just gave a speech that made a lot of sense to me. And I'm from the South Bronx. He said America brainwashes their citizens with their medias, their perverted medias, and they make people think that they're bigger and tougher than what they are. I'm paraphrasing. He said America breaks up the households of their own citizens. They constantly stir the pot and cause chaos and promote agendas and pedophilia and homosexuality and stuff like that. A lot of other nations don't want that in their country. Uganda, they saying they gonna kill you do it. Nigeria, they'll lock you up for 15 years minimum if you do it. Russia, I think, got some type of stipulations, and China do too. Nobody wants that in their country. If people are gonna do it in the secrecy of your home, parading and promoting it. That's the culture of the Caligula. That's the culture of the Romans, the Greco-Romans, and the perverts. I think right now what most black people should do, and this, I'm not causing division, I'm gonna get to a point. What I think black people should do right now is focus on strengthening themselves spiritually, physically, exercise, switch your diet now, start training if you haven't already been training like how I've been, and many other black people who are militant and in shape and conscious and woke and know what's going on. I keep telling y'all, buy your axes, buy your compasses, buy everything. Go to Walmart, crash it, cop out. Don't buy these Jordans. Don't buy all these new sneakers that's coming out. Now, don't get it twisted. If your bag is big and you able to buy all this stuff I'm talking about and still get your sneakers and get flopped, then do it if your bag is super up like that. But those who's balling on a budget and those who have a limited amount of income, I advise y'all to alter y'all priorities. And instead of putting the money towards sneakers and clothes and stuff like that, if you don't have these necessities, get them now. Compasses, sleeping bags, tents, survival backpacks, axes, long axe, short axe, bow and arrows, load up on your artillery. You see what the mayor of Florida said. The mayor of Florida said they will not go cashless. They don't want to go digital because they know and understand. And this is white people saying it's about white people because, white people didn't always all get along. Italians went against Jews, Irish went against these people, Germans went against these people. They never was unit. There's a white man breaking that down too, on what made them unite the right white race or use that term because they knew they was outnumbered. So my point is this. There's conscious white people out there. They're not racist. They're not against blacks. They don't hate blacks. And they know the evil that they own people do. So the guy was like, the governor of Florida was like, nah, we don't want to go cashless and digital so y'all can control us. Y'all already try to diminish our liberties. And then if we go cashless, y'all really going to control us. And then they spoke about something when they froze people, bank accounts and everything during the COVID lockdown and all that. And they was telling you that was just a preliminary test. That was just a snippet, an example, right? America's problem with Russia and with China, it don't pertain to the blacks. People like, how? If we still live here, we here amongst the thing. Listen, if niggas mind their business, focus on building their bunkers and building what they need, don't get it twisted. Some of your greatest allies might be somebody from another ethnicity. And some of your worst enemies might be your own black people, so don't get that twisted. But what I'm saying is this. We, collectively or individually, niggas need to build up their shop. So when the go down, you're okay. Because trust and believe, them white dudes that y'all call good old boys, or them dudes that live in the woods that always be hunting with their sons and they wear the lumberjack shirts and they got the duck whistles and the German shepherds and the F-150 pickup trucks, they're ready. They got bunkers, they got log cabins, they got all type of weapons. They know the woods, they know how to survive in the jungle. Some of these people is ex-military or their family was, and then the traditions and trainings and the cultures of war was passed down to them. So these people is really willing and able. They lock and loaded. They on go time. They just waiting for the horns to blow, the trumpets to blow, and then they're going to activate. But are y'all ready? Because the average dude in the hood with an AK or a gun, he don't really know how to shoot. He don't know how to hold his breath or slow his heartbeat down when he press on the trigger to release a bullet. You know what I'm saying? And different other type of stuff. There's different breathing techniques you can use to shoot certain caliber guns that make sort of recoil you want to affect your aim, and it's just all type of shit, the velocities of the bullets, and it's all type of things that these people know. They study this. They eat, sleep, shit, breathe that. Like dudes eat, sleep, shit, breathe gang-banging culture, or people know how to roll different blunts and know, yeah, this is Zaza, and this is exotic, and this is this, and this is block work, and black people know all the strands of weed and the different hennies and the different fashions and gear. But, these white niggas know they guns, they know they bullets, bombs, booby traps, they know how to read the ground and know when people is traveling or treading through their turf and everything. Mind your business when Russia pull up, when China pull up. Mind your business. If somebody's gonna bully my bully, I'm going to let it happen. I'm not going to fight for my bully. I'm going to let the other bully my bully. And then whoever went out of there, I'll stay low, stay out the way, watch, observe. Not even watch and observe. I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge. But hopefully the bully beats my bully. And the bully that beats my bully don't bully me, just go about his business. But now if he get rid of my bully and then try to bully me, then I got to defend myself to the best I can. And may the best man win out of that. But what I'm saying is this, people. Same thing what Muhammad Ali said. Vietnamese people didn't do nothing to us, right? That's what Muhammad Ali said. Vietnamese people didn't do nothing to us. And we should feel the same way about Russians. Russians didn't do nothing to black people. Russians never harmed us. I don't know where y'all get this from. Oh, they skinheads, Aryan nation and all that. No, same way you had white men in America posing as Indians, you had white men in America that wasn't even of Russian descent saying they were skinheads. Russia might have skinheads, but according to history and what I studied, Ukraine had all the skinheads. You know what I'm saying? Even though they all of the Slavic nation, they're cousins and ancestors and all type of different shit. But Russia directly under Putin's watch for the last whatever amount of years, and Gorbachev and Khrushchev and all them, they didn't violate no black people. You know what I'm saying? America always violates us. Our own government, they violate us. They steal everything. That's what Putin was saying. They steal everything. They remix it. They switch history. They change narratives and everything. They did that with my people. The Gullah Geechees, the Seminoles and everything. The black indigenous, they said we African Americans. We not. There's a bunch of shit with them. Let these niggas get spanked, man. Let these niggas get spanked. You know, I like the way Florida's moving and I like the way Texas is moving. You know, them niggas be on they to the hard way shit and they moving militant and diligent. Am I preaching anti-American rhetoric, anti-government rhetoric? No, I'm preaching self-preservation comes first in war, right? And we all have the right under the amendments to bear arms, to protect ourselves and defend ourselves, you know? So, people, don't be brainwashed and mind your fucking business. Oh, America, oh, fuck Russia, fuck China. I'm seeing black people like, y'all giving me Steven vibes from Django when Steven was constantly defending Leonardo DiCaprio. Y'all gotta chill out, people. Y'all gotta chill out, man. Y'all gotta focus up. Remember, America didn't want to give us reparations. They gave every ethnicity money except for black indigenous people. So hell yeah, I'm glad this shit is gonna go cashless. Not cashless. Let me take that back. Hell yeah, I'm glad that they don't want to use the US dollar. I'm glad they want to use the Chinese yuan or whatever. Basically, that's Gaddafi's blueprint, but the BRICS nation is doing it. Gaddafi thought of that first. He wanted the whole Africa to do it, but these meatballs backdoored them and let them get ambushed. But right now, Africa could have been the world power. But they didn't want to listen to Gaddafi's plan, and they didn't protect the bag. Gaddafi was the bag. His net worth was $200 billion, and he has $70 trillion in gold. They don't tell you Gaddafi was the richest man in the world. He had more money than all them niggas. Elon Musk, Hove, Yalita Hove, everybody. He had more money than all of them. But anyway, the BRICS nation, nobody want to use the American dollar. That's good. Get rid of that shit. Because the American dollar didn't really benefit black people as a whole. Them niggas gave Ukraine $7 billion. $7 trillion. Some wild, funny, stupid number. But y'all didn't give us our reparations. They didn't give us our reparations. So I don't care that the US dollar is crumbling, nigga. I'll fish. The fish in the water is free. Long as they don't drop no nuclear weapons in the water or no toxic shit for now. Nigga, I'll live off fish and all that. Food, clothing, and shelter is priority. But yeah, people, just let this shit play out and watch, because it's bigger than us. It's bigger than us. Let these people do what they need to do with each other. You just stay ready to avoid getting ready. You know, proper preparation prevents poor performance. Stay diligent and militant. Stay out the way. Stay invisible. Out of sight, out of mind. People can't kill what they can't see. So y'all just got to get low and get ready, because there's a lot of warnings going on. So when all these banks start crumbling and all this shit goes super sour, I don't know what y'all niggas is going to do, but y'all got to do the right thing. I'm Oxygen Uno. Stay up like a cup. I'll holler back on my collar crack. We get up like sit-ups.